This is Mecanenza, and this is the River Ebro. For this session, I've travelled all the way to northeast Spain to see what the most famous section of Spain's most famous river has to offer a carp angler.
Yes, fish! Yes. This is Spain!
That's what we're here to catch. There's another Ebro carp that's swum into the net. I've got his words echoing through my mind that to catch a big fish, we just have to catch a lot of fish. They're here.
Meow, 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 meow. Nice, come on!
43 pounds.
42? Perfect.
Yes, well done, mate. I'm glad I haven't caught that.
The whole well.
That's huge, isn't it? That was like nothing's going on and then it's just everything's let loose. It's like an explosion. Love it. That's exciting.
Yes.
This is Mecanenza, and this is the River Ebro. For this session, I've travelled all the way to northeast Spain to fish with guide Erik Torres to see what the most famous section of Spain's most famous river has to offer the carp angler. Although there are a handful of mirrors, what the stretch is really known for are some big, long, lean commons. I'm going to be fishing very differently to how I normally would. We're going to be fishing days only rather than round the clock, and I'll be tackling the river from a boat as opposed to on the bank, so it's going to be a very steep learning curve as well as an adventure. We've got an early flight from Stansted, we've had a nice drive from Barcelona, we've even had time for some lunch, and we've got a few hours left to get the rods out on the river. Let's see what the mighty Ebro has to offer.
Vamos!
Over the last couple of weeks since I've known and thinking around this trip, I've done a little bit of research and found out about the river, but nothing's really quite prepared me for the size of this. It's absolutely massive. It's a vast area of water and it's beautiful. It's really, really scenic. Lovely mountains in the background, but if I was just coming without a guide and just on my own terms, I don't think I'd know where to start. So I'm really grateful that we've got someone to take us out here and show us some of the spots that he's fished over the years. And he really is the man that knows about this river and certainly this area of the river. I can't wait to get going on this, I really can't. So the spot out by Erik's Island that we're going to start off here, we've got some deep water to the right of me, some shallow water to the left. So both Erik and I are going to have one rod in the deep water, one in the shallow. We'll see where the fish are moving. I think we've got a better chance of a big fish maybe in the shallow water at the moment, or more fish in the shallow water, but maybe the chance of the occasional big one in the deep water. So let's see.
Looks good rigs. I think he catch fish.
Right, yellow for the shallow, I think.
That's what I'm going with.
Right, do I cast from this side or from that side?
You can cast from this one.
From here?
And then we put the rod there.
Okay.
I cast the rod now. Okay.
Well, my experience of fishing from a boat is absolutely minimal, and my experience of river fishing, certainly for carp, is minimal as well, and that's quite apparent from my first two casts on the river. I've got a lot to learn, but I'm hoping that this whole adventure is going to be a real good learning experience. The pro is going to get his rods out now, so let's see how it should be done.
It's my turn. We go cast the rods. Come on. Just PVA back with a chrome pellet and one pellet and a wafter. Do the job for today. A quick session. Don't lead long cast, just there.
We get one in 5 minutes?
Yes. Normally less.
So we're not using alarms here, so how are we going to know when we've got a bite? We're just waiting for the clutch to scream?
Yes, we see the reel screaming is the only way. Sometimes the boat is moving, if you use alarms, anytime it's
okay, yeah.
and you think it's a run, and in winter, when less movement, less wind,
Yeah, when you've got flat,
everything
calm
is
conditions.
more calm, you can use alarms.
Okay.
But now in summer or spring is better without, because the boat is moving and give you alarms false takes.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And when you have a run in here, the carp
It's quite
run,
apparent, yeah, you know
really fast.
I gathered that would be the
you
case.
never have a doubt when you have a bite.
They're wild fish, aren't they? And
Yes,
they're long and lean mostly, aren't they? And
Yes.
they're used to swimming against
they
current.
go very fast
Yeah.
and scream.
Even the big ones, so the big ones go off quick.
Yeah. Yes. Fish. Fish. Okay. We got the first one.
That feels like a little one to me. This is not a big one, but oh, it's not too bad.
It's in.
Yes! First one. First Ebro carp. Look at that. That was like nothing's going on, and then it's just everything's let loose. It's like an explosion. Love it. That's exciting.
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe that. I just settled down to tie some PVA bags. I wasn't sure if my single hook bait was going to do it, and then all hell's let loose. The rod shot off, and it's a little bit explosive to say the least. That's the first River Ebro carp on the bank. Well, not on the bank, it's on the boat. Really chuffed for that. Hopefully that's just the first of many. That's the setup that I've got in with. Really simple setup. Hook that turns on its own. That's a continental mugger. 80mm cell bottom bait with a quad on the end of it, just to give it a little bit of balance and a bit of the sight bob. Really simple tactics, but it's caught me a carp. So we'll put the same thing back out again, see if we can get another one. Now we've got the rods out, Eric, it's a chance to quiz you about your setup that you're using. I'm looking at this array of leaders that you've got here, and everyone's got one thing in common, and that's that you've got a flat pair inline lead and a big one. I'm guessing 5 ounces for that. What's the reason behind that?
To me, this lead is the best for few reasons. The first is flat and stay in the river. The current,
so it's got maximum contact with the ground.
Exactly. And stay in the bottom, didn't affect the current so much.
Because that can flow over the top.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't matter if the side don't. Some ones have grips, and this one is flat. Doesn't matter where. When hit the bottom, never go in the side.
Yeah, it's always going to sit flat.
Always sit flat. That's mean. Sorry for my English. And what this lead give to me is like. Is used like a normal lead, but when we have a run,
the swivel comes straight out, so it's a running lead then.
It's like little running lead.
Yeah, okay.
And it's more for the difficult old carp. It's more difficult pull out the hook out.
They can't use the lead to bounce the hook out.
Exactly.
So to speak, because it will slide up the main line. Yeah,
slide.
Yeah.
And to me, this works perfectly. Yeah, no. Is the
Well, we're into another one. We're just sort of like toying with the idea of wrapping it up for the night. The wind's getting up a little bit. Just look at the rod tip and just saw it nod twice, and then heard the clutch going. I don't think it's very big though. It's really small. I hear that line singing in the wind there.
Okie dokie.
Yes, lovely.
Another one.
That's a really nice way to end the day. We were just thinking about wrapping it up. Caught another carp. A lot more in control this time. I didn't have my hat on, so that didn't go in the water. And we finished the day with this prehistoric creature. Funny looking thing, great big mouth on it. Lovely. We'll be back early in the morning, I think, tomorrow. Hopefully catch a few more of these. With a view to hopefully catching a big one. This is our second day in Spain now. It's going to be our first proper day's fishing. We had a couple of hours yesterday and managed to catch a couple of small commons. So we're off to a good start. This is going to be our first proper day. You might think we'd be going a little bit earlier in the morning, but Erik assures us that sort of around lunchtime is the time to be catching the carp from here. So let's hope we can catch something a little bit bigger.
Carp.
I know.
You see?
I'm just going to reel back to that. Oh, see the fish there?
Again.
Exactly the same thing. We've wasted no time in getting the rods out. We've turned up at exactly the same spot as yesterday where Erik put all the bait in, and there's fish showing all over the place. So we've just gone in with exactly the same tactics. I'm using single hook baits, Erik's using PVA bags, straight on the same spots as yesterday. And if we're lucky, we'll get similar sort of results and get a couple of bites nice and quickly. When I first saw this river, I was just like taken aback by how big it is. It's absolutely huge, and I've done a little bit of research, and it's 580 miles long, and to put that in comparison, the River Thames is 210 miles. It's a very big piece of water, isn't it? It's massive.
It's massive, sometimes it's very strong and sometimes make very difficult to fish it and find the fish.
Can you tell us more about the history of it though?
I don't know very exactly what happened many years ago, but I know it's around more than 60 years they make the dams and the river changed completely.
Yeah.
Because it was more skinny or less water, and when they make the dams, change everything. The currents, the size of the water. Right now I prefer like that because we have better spots to fish, more calm, and I think in our case the carp grow better.
And that's the reason that we've got lots of snaggy areas with trees and stuff in there that are just pretty much unfishable.
Of course, that's correct.
Obviously you're very specific about what baits you're using, Erik.
Yep.
Can you tell us a bit more about the mix that you use?
Normally I use always, my particle is corn and beans.
That's really the beans are unusual. I've never seen those before. They're like
big beans.
They look like butter beans to me, but dark.
Special for big carps. The carp love it.
So why are they in the mix? Why do you use the beans?
I use the beans because it's the only bait the only carp eat. The breams can eat these big beans. The catfish don't like it. Then it's special for big carp.
So no matter what comes into the spot, there's always going to be some of those there until the carp comes
Exactly.
in. Yeah, okay.
And also we're baiting with boilies and with pellets because it's the season of everybody put catfish bait that has the pellet.
So the carp are getting on the catfish bait as well.
Exactly,
yeah.
They love it.
But, and they're all big, aren't they? These are big boilies.
Big boilies and big pellets, true.
Yeah. Do other people use small boilies, or is that what everybody does? Use the big boilies, or is that?
Normally we use big boilies because we have the problem of the small fish, breams and roach, and when we use small baits, these fish attack and destroy our bait or hook it.
And I've noticed a couple of carp we caught yesterday. They're really big mouths.
Big mouth,
yes.
Yeah. That's the reason big baits work perfectly for don't catch small fish. I fish here for more than 20 years and I spend a lot of hours in the water, and when you do something for many years, you know a little bit.
So you know you've got spots that you know that the fish are going to be in?
Yes, in all my years in experience, I can learn where the fish are in winter, where the fish are in when it's a strong river from rains or cold water coming into the river. I learn a lot of movements of the fish, and you just learn that things staying in the river for many days.
But you also know where the big fish are and where the small fish are.
I don't know
well.
exactly.
No, but to an extent.
Exactly, I have an idea where he can move in every season, because the fish, in depends of the season, they move up and down the river.
Because there are a lot of fish in here, aren't there? Tell us about the stock, because I know there's lots and lots of small fish, but there's also big fish as well, aren't there?
Yes, the exactly stock I didn't know, because it's impossible.
Yeah, it's just too vast, isn't it?
It's too big and so many fish. But the thing is, we have a big stock of fish. A small fish is uncountable, but we have a good stock of big fish. Like in carp is a big stock of 40 pounders. Good stock of 50 pounders, and not so many stock is not so many fish over 60 pounders. But we have few, and when we see one, it's like a lottery. Wow. Yeah.
And some of those are the mostly commons. There are a few mirrors here, aren't there?
Yes.
There's a handful of mirrors and some big ones.
Some big ones, and to me it's the more special fish of the river, because are different, and we, in my case, every year we just catch 1, 2 or 3, depends of the year if it's more luck or less luck.
But they're the holy grail.
Yes,
to catch one of the big mirrors.
It's the best.
Yeah, fantastic. I hear there was a very big fish caught on your boat recently. Is that the biggest fish that's been caught from your boat?
Yes, this is the biggest carp.
Yeah.
We catch from my boat. Is a 76-pound common. I think is the biggest common of Mequinenza at the moment. Many years ago, other anglers catch a biggest mirror.
Yeah.
But it's a monster fish. We don't need to say anything else, because it's
absolutely massive.
Absolutely massive.
I should imagine that was hanging over the sides of the boat.
Yes, yes. It's an incredible fish. Yes. The first fish of the day, a low 30. It's not a monster, but it's a beautiful fish. Give us a really hard fight. The fish at the moment are very strong, and it's a good way to start. Okay, I changed the rig, and also I changed the hook bite. I was using 24mm Robin Red Boilie, and now I changed to 20mm, a bit smaller, because I see today is not so much action. I'm trying to use a smaller baits, maybe we get a few more runs.
Same way as the other one. Right. Fish coming close. Oh. Well, after landing that one, I've decided to make the switch over to a helicopter setup. It's not for any presentational reasons, it's just that I'm not overly comfortable with a 5-ounce lead bouncing about in front of the fish. I'd rather have the weight like below the fish, which a helicopter will give me with the fish there and the weight dangling below, rather than it bouncing about at the top. I don't think that's the reason I lost one earlier, but I feel a little bit happier like that, and I've been quite eager to give a helicopter rig a go, because that's what I normally use at home. So I'm going to try it, put it in exactly the same spot and see how we get on with that.
You see the carp? Yeah.
That's your long rod.
Small catfish. Maybe it's very-
Catfish.
Maybe.
Seen
Big
a catfish.
shakes. It's a good fish. I feel little shakes and I think it's a small one, but looks a good one.
Ah, yes.
It's a 30.
Well done, Eric.
Yes!
Nice. That's what we're here to catch, isn't it?
Maybe 40?
Yeah, could be close.
It's 40.
Big 30, 40.
I think it's a 40 pounder. The scales tell the truth.
That's 40 pound all day long. 43 pound.
43? Perfect.
Yes, well done, mate.
Here we are with a 43 pounder of Ebro common. What a beautiful fish. What a power. I love Mequinenza. Riga hooks never failed. Wow. Nice, come on. Yes.
There's some real advantages from fishing from the boat, aren't there? The obvious one is that you can fish to areas that other people can't get to, but there's others, aren't there?
Yes, to me, the biggest advantage fish from the boat is fish where the fish are. We can move very easy. Sometimes the fish are more up the river or go down, depends of the level, because the level change very fast in Mequinenza. And the big advantage is move fast.
You can just reel in and you're off, aren't you?
Just
yeah.
pull out, anchors up and move. The other thing is we can fish very close. We don't need to fish long range, long distance.
Yes, yeah.
And when the river is very strong, fish closer make easier for less line in the water and the current affect less in the leads. Then the presentation is better.
Yes, because you just haven't got that much tow on your line.
Exactly.
It must be so difficult rowing baits out and then just getting them wiped out.
And weed or
yeah, bits of stuff coming down the river, wiping lines out, or a bream, or a small catfish.
Exactly.
Or yeah, that must be a lot of hard work. So there's a big advantage there.
True.
And I suppose when you're fishing close to the boat and you hook a fish, it's much easier to get them in because you haven't got to land them over that distance.
The thing is, you feel more the power of the fish because it's closer.
Yes,
The
so
fight
it's
is more
a bit hairy to start with.
Exactly. Yeah. But yes, it's more easy because it's shorter. When you fish long distance, many things can happen.
Yeah.
And that's the reason also is I prefer fishing from the boat because it's easy to land the fish.
Yeah, because you got snags,
exactly.
Rowers going through lines or something like that.
Yeah, many things can happen.
Oh, there's another Ebro carp that's swum into the net. I feel that maybe just using a single hook bait, whereas Eric's using double baits, might be a bit of a small fish tactic, and I have caught 3 very small carp on this rod. However, it is getting bites, and I've got his words echoing through my mind that to catch a big fish, we just have to catch a lot of fish. They're here, but there are also a lot of smaller carp, so I'm going to persevere with the tactic.
Yeah.
That was a take right out of the blue. We've been watching a few fish show over the deeper water rods, and then it went quiet, and now got to take from the shallow water again. I've just managed to turn that before the reed bed. That was powering off. That's how you fight them. Biggest so far? Yes!
Nice fish.
Yeah, that's this one. 32 pounds. Lovely, that's what we came here for. Yes, that's much more like it. That's what we came to Spain for, some of these long, lean Ebro commons. And they're getting bigger. That's a real nice one. Pleased with that. Fully spawned out by the looks of it. And 32 pounds, I think. 32, lovely. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Good one.
The fish we want. Long Ebro common.
And an old one as well.
Cast the rod
Ebro
again.
original.
Ebro original, yeah.
Lovely. Right, chance for another.
Cast the rod again for another one.
The rest of the afternoon's passed by with only a couple of small carp and a catfish, so we've decided to call it a day now, go back to the lodge, have something to eat, recharge our batteries, ready for tomorrow. Morning, we're going to head off to the river in about half an hour, so I've just been tying a few rigs to prepare for the day. I thought I might show you the one that I've been using for this trip. It's a very simple rig and it's exactly the same as I would use back home in the UK, the only difference being that I've upgraded most of the components so it's tougher and stronger so it can cope with the punishment that the river's likely to deal out. The braid itself is 35 pound breaking strain, it's just slightly higher diameter so it can just cope with a little bit more abrasion. The hook pattern is one that turns naturally and doesn't need a shrink tube liner or kicker or anything like that to turn. It's the continental version of the mugger which gives me increased strength. I've stepped up to a size 2 because I'm using 20mm hook baits as opposed to the 14s and 15s that I might use at home. The large rig ring is mounted on the shank, blowback style, but the hair is a separate piece which enables me to change it if I need to change it to hook bait size. So all that's left to do is to put a hook bait on and adjust the hair to suit. Because the hair is attached with an overhand knot, I can simply pull the tag ends down and the hair will get shorter. Just trim the tag ends, and it's important to make sure that whatever material I've made the hair from, be it braid, dental floss or whatever, it's one that will blob. And there you go, it's as simple as that. That's all you need to catch yourself an Ebro carp. And I'm going to cast that one out and see if it can catch me a big Ebro carp. So this is the dam just round the corner.
Yes,
from Mequinenza.
Here is the big dam of Mequinenza. In top lake is the lake of Mequinenza is in top, and here is the waters of River Ebro.
Right, okay, so it's not, this isn't the Ebro.
This is the Ebro,
Okay.
but this part means River Ebro lake, and top lake is Mequinenza lake.
Right, so you call that a lake, but it's still the river, it's still
Yes,
flowing.
it's still the river,
flowing,
yeah.
But the flow's held back.
Exactly.
And then they let that go to make the electricity from
Exactly.
the station that we've got over there, the power
course.
station.
They give electricity to many, many towns.
Yeah. And these are dotted along the river.
Yeah.
Aren't they? There's several of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fantastic. The scenery here is
Yes.
amazing, isn't it?
Amazing views.
What a backdrop to do,
Yes.
do your fishing in and make your living from. It's fantastic. And what sort of fish are in this area? Is this a good
This
area?
area is very good for zander, for perch, some black bass, and of course catfish and carp.
But you were saying earlier that there's not so many big carp in this bit. Although they're here, they're not here in
Normally
same
this
numbers.
area we have many carp. The size is smaller than the zone where we are fishing, but also big carp come, of course.
But the chances of catching one are slim because there's so many small ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
True.
So I'm assuming that's to do with the oxygenated water, and you said it's very snaggy.
Yes, full of trees because this was old forest, and it's a lot of trees, and this is the protection for the small fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they're not so
Yeah.
easily predated on.
Yeah.
They feel safe
Yeah.
there. So that was dry land, and
Yeah.
then when the dams were built and that flooded,
Correct.
so that's now underwater.
Correct.
So the original river is sort of we're in it now, aren't we? We're
Exactly,
sat over the
where
top
we
of
are
it
now.
to our left. And this is deep water here.
Yes, and the old town of Mequinenza was here, and then moved the city to where it is now.
Right, so that's why we've gone past some empty buildings that look really scenic.
Exactly.
They look lovely, don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, empty abandoned buildings,
Yeah.
and the town's moved around the corner.
Correct.
So the confluence of the Ebro and the Segre.
Correct.
That's right, and that's where we're fishing, by the Segre.
Exactly.
Was that a carp that just showed next to us?
I don't know where is a small fish jumping. Yeah.
This is our second full day today, so we haven't wasted any time. We've gone straight back where we were yesterday. Conditions are very similar. It's very, very hot, and we've got some nice shallow water here, so we know the fish are here. So we just put some hook bait straight on exactly the same spots as we were fishing yesterday. Hopefully it's not going to be too long before we get a bite. Now the area for this trip, it's got variation in depth, hasn't it? Can you tell us about that spot or that area? That's
Where
Erik's Island, yeah.
Okay.
Erik's Island.
Erik's Island.
Yeah.
We were fishing this trip 2 rods in shallow and 2 rods in the deep water. We are in the middle, in the drop-off, because the fish was spawning, and some fish are buried in the shallow water for spawning, and some fish finished or don't do it yet and still in deep water.
Yeah.
Where the fish feel more safe or maybe feel are more natural food there. In the middle of the trip we changed the rods, put more rods in the deep water because the fish, we see more action in deep water. But the shallow water is less than a meter.
This is really shallow.
It's really shallow. Normally it's full of weed. Now it's not so much weed. And deep water we are fishing around 4.5 meters and 5 meters. It's not so deep, but the fish are there. Then we fish in
but
that.
it's on the drop off where the old riverbed was,
yes,
up to the flooded area. The flooded area is the shallow bit.
Correct.
Yes.
That's correct. Sorry.
Yes.
I can feel some grating on the line. I think that's got into a snag and it's coming out now. That's good. There's a lot of bits of trees come down overnight and settle in the water, and I think that's maybe just rubbing up against a piece of that. I said that was rubbing up against something, and the braid itself is intact, but whatever's rubbed against has stripped all the coating off it, so I'm going to have to try a new rig for that one.
This is the rig I'm using always in Mequinenza. Riga size 4. I love that hook, holds very well in the mouth of the carp. Big baits, this is Robin Red 24 mile and inline flat per lead. To me is 5 ounces, heavy leads for this river. Now I put the rod from the shallow to the deep because yesterday we catch a 40 pounder in the deep, and I think we can get more bigger ones deep water. You can use alarms, but I prefer use just a real sound because the boat looks like sometimes people think the boat is very stay, but the boat always is moving a little bit for a little wind from the current is moving, and if we have alarms sometimes it's to make you false bites.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
beep, 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 just boat moving.
Yeah.
Then
so you're listening out for the sound of a reel
exactly.
going. So
screaming fast, run.
So like being a child again.
Yes, yes, yes. Exactly.
And so if you're saying the boat moves about, does that not move the leads at all?
I leave the reels softer with my bite runners.
Ah, okay. So you're using a light bait runner setting.
I like to
so
use
that...
bite runners because the reel is softer. Then if the boat move, before move the lead, take line from the reel.
Just pay some line off the reel.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done the camera. Without so much flow on the river, it feels much more like fishing in still water. But it's quite weird, instead of listening for alarms to go off, just listening for a clutch to scream. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Nicely done, Erik. Is that the rod you moved, Erik?
Yes, the rod I put in from the shallow to the depth, bang. Good change. looks a good fish. Slowly, we will see. It's not bad.
No, it's
Maybe 30.
Yeah. Nice one.
Okay.
That's a good fish, Erik.
It's good fish.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a good
it's
one.
a 30.
Mm.
30 pounder.
Definitely a 30 pounder.
I think it's a 30 pounder, yeah.
That's a big fish.
It's a good 30.
Yeah.
How big do you think? Mate?
I think it's a mid-30. I'm going to go 34 for that one.
Okay,
It's quite long, but it's wide. It's really wide.
I will give 36. Looks beautiful to me. But the scales tell the truth. Okay.
That's 41 pound, Erik.
Wow! 41?
41.
Great!
Well done.
Another 40. Great! Yes!
Now that's on the boat, Erik. That's quite obviously a very big carp. And that came on the rod that you moved over, didn't it?
Yes, the move to the shallow to the depth and big fish appear.
And what made you move that rod?
Because I see calm. And yesterday we have a 40 pounder, then I have a good feeling.
Yeah.
I think you need to put rod
Go
again
in, you go
in the deep.
instinct. Yeah.
41 pound of Mequinenza carp. Beautiful.
Now for my fishing, the best conditions would be, certainly in the summertime and this time of year, would be overcast, maybe not necessarily raining, but a bit of drizzle and nice overcast low pressure conditions. Is that the same on the river?
It's the same in the river, but my favorite conditions, and the last few years I see it, where more runs we have the more activity hours of the day, is midday when it's more hot. And that's different normally because people think, oh, we catch more fish in the mornings and light.
Yeah.
The last few years I see it, the best conditions is middays when it's the hottest
part of the day.
the hottest part of the day is when the fish more active. And I don't know why is that, but it's happened.
Oh, that's strange.
It's very
Is it
strange.
anything to do with them running the water off for the oxygen in the water, maybe?
Maybe.
But the hotter days are the better days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so completely the opposite to what I'd expect.
Yes, is that. I don't know why, but is that. Yes. Yes, fish. This sometimes happen.
2.
I don't
not
like
funny.
that.
It's not funny.
I don't like that.
Is the hook okay to use again?
Yes. Sometimes it's important also. Yes. This powerful and movement of the rod, I think is a catfish. It's a pussycat, not big carp, what we want.
In the grand scheme of things, it's been a little bit slow this afternoon. Erik's had a big catfish, or what I think is a big catfish. He says it's a small one, and we've had quite a few small commons, but all of a sudden we've had a change in conditions. The pressure's dropped right down, the wind's got up, the big storm's rolling in, and there's loads of thunder. Hopefully that might bring the big girls on the feed.
I think it's carp, and I hope it's a good one. Middle of the storm.
So look, you're in.
We say to go home because the anchors are moving, the wind is very rough, and the rods goes, and we catch this little male. And now, yes, it's time to go home and prepare the things for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another day. We catch so many fish today, just one good size, but it's what we have fishing. Some days good, some days bad.
Sometimes maybe good.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe Καμιά φορά είναι καλό, καμιά φορά είναι κακό.
Another 20 pounder, happy days.
Despite catching plenty of fish, the big one that I came here for has proved elusive. So I'm about to head off onto the river for the third and final day's fishing to hopefully realise my Ebro dream. We've come here to catch a big one and I haven't done it yet. Caught plenty of fish, but not caught the one that I really want. Had fish up to 32 pounds, but I really would like a 40 or a mirror. Holy Grail would be a mirror, that would beat anything, any size mirror would be fine. I really do desire a 40 pound Mecanenza carp from the Ebro. Now we're only fishing the days here on the river, we're not doing any nights at all. And there's a reason for that, isn't there?
The reason is because we cannot fish at night, the rules say that. We just can fish till 10 o'clock of the night, of the PM.
Yeah.
The thing is, in winter, 10 o'clock PM is dark for a few hours, then we can fish it few hours at night, but not all night. In summer, 10 PM is still light.
Yeah, so you can fish, fish the whole of daylight.
We can fish all day.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we are catching fish during the day is good to just fish in the day and go home, relax.
And you sort of don't need to fish the night.
Exactly, we don't need to fish.
Yeah, I found it really refreshing to like wind in at the end of the day, go back to the apartment, have a nice big dinner or go out for a meal, have some sangria, have some lovely tapas, and then you feel all fresh for the next day, and the next day is a brand new day.
Exactly, I think the same.
So if anyone wants to book on one of your guiding packages, what do you offer them? What do they get?
I offered, of course, fishing from the boat with the best tackle I can. We have a lovely apartment.
So you supply all the tackle for them?
Yes, I supply all the tackle and catfish and carp, all the species you want to catch. I have a lovely apartment with everything inside, kitchen, air condition, heater, all they need.
So they can come and stay in your apartment at your house.
Yes.
And then you'll take them out on the day to fish on the river.
To fish.
And you'll supply all the tackle for them.
Yes.
Can people bring their own end tackle if they want?
Yes, if they want, they can bring their own tackle or their own baits. But if they not, just come and I have everything ready for him.
But if they just want to bring, say, their tackle box so they can tie their own rigs, then that's
fantastic.
That's a nice way to go, so that they've got plenty of input into their own fishing. Then.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, to me it's perfect.
Okay, and it's not just carp you'll do. You take people on cat tours and.
We can do catfish tours in summer. Is the best season, and also in winter we can fish for zander and perch, also black bass, and in bit further of Mequinenza we have a really good river for trout. Then also can take people fishing trout fishing. Yeah.
Brilliant.
We do a little bit everything.
Fantastic. We're going all out for a big fish today. We've caught plenty of small commons. So it's triple boilies, spicy crab, nice and smelly. Match the pellet that we're putting out. Let's hope this catches one of those great big Ebro commons.
This is Spain! Meow, 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 meow. Catfish. Nice. Here. Come here. Today is very slow day. We see some carp jumping, and now catfish. But maybe this catfish scare the small carps, and the next few runs will be big ones. I hope. Because when you grip the first time, they go very fast. Maybe always try in the head.
Well, hit it on the head?
Yes.
With the other hand?
And with the hand, then, and when he don't move the head, then grip it.
Because he hits it first?
Yes, because if not, they go very hard to you.
But tap it on the head first?
Yeah.
Okay. With the weapon, with the hammer?
Yeah.
Seriously, tap it on the head?
Yeah.
How hard?
Just like this.
Like,
and then go, and when you hit it, didn't move, grip it.
right.
It's when it's tired. Oh!
What?
Break the knot. The knot break. Hold the.
Should have carrot knot.
Yes, take it. Up, up, up.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold it. Come on. No fear, no fear. Come on. Grip it. No fear, no fear. Hard.
Got it.
Hard.
Yeah, I've got it.
Good. Wow. Break just now. Here in the reel. Look. It's hooked down. The reel. Very lucky. Very lucky.
I'm glad I haven't caught that.
Wait a minute. You hold well.
That's huge, isn't it?
Both hands, but here.
Both hands.
Yeah. Hold it well, because if he shake, can
I've got him.
take the boilie out.
The size of the mouth on that. Look at the size of that. I'm so pleased that's on your rod, Eric.
Put the hands, yes, behind, like this. Looks bigger. Looks good.
That looks big enough.
Yes.
So how big's this, Eric?
We measure, but maybe 70, 80 pounds. 70 pounds for sure. Yes.
That's a lot of fish there. It's heavy enough lifting that into the boat. Well done, Eric. It's been a great week. I haven't caught a big one yet, and it's looking like last chance saloon. But I've had a 32, and plenty of small carp, and it's been a fantastic week. Really enjoyed it. And looks like we're topping it off with a massive catfish for you.
Ebro monsters. Good.
Thanks for a great trip, Eric.
Thank you to come, mate. Pleasure.